Welcome to Blog to Your Town. This is lesson 28, and we are on the topic of new blogger mistakes.
It's a new section, isn't it?
A completely new section. Okay. So, and I like to call new blogger mistakes newbie mistakes. Mm-hmm. All right, that's easier to say. Newbie mistakes. And these in this section, we're going to talk about the kind of mistakes that are not going to ruin your blog post completely. And it's not going to get you into trouble, but it's going to save you from little embarrassing
just from the grammar police
points. It's kind of like having your shirt half tucked in and having a piece of spinach
zipper
stuck
down
in your teeth.
Yeah.
So these are the newbie mistakes. Don't do these. We're going to try to save you some embarrassment. And the ones that we're going to talk about are very common ones. So in this lesson, it's the mistake of not capitalizing proper nouns. Now, not capitalizing proper nouns is really obvious. All of you have heard of the Grand Canyon in the United States, if you're from the United States, and the Grand Canyon is capitalized with a capital G and a capital C. It's not a description of a canyon, which it partly is, but it's actually its name. So I chose that one. It's really obvious. You're not going to make that mistake. But if you are getting good at your talent and you're starting to go in deep, you're going to find that a lot of techniques, a lot of tools in your trade may have descriptive names, but they're actually referring to as something very particular. And if you do not capitalize them, you might be confusing your readers to what you're talking about.
And it might just show you as being so new in your field, even if you're not. Maybe you've been studying something for a while, but still, it's just sometimes an expert will see this glaring thing that he or she can't get past when they read your blog post, and so you just want to be aware of those words that need to be capitalized.
Right, and that's just part of talking the talk.
Yep.
And making it easy for your readers to be able to read your blog post so they can keep going and not get confused between, oh, did you just enjoy a beautiful canyon, or did you mean the Grand Canyon in Arizona? So you need to be aware of that. So what I want you to do for this exercise is to find the name of someone famous in your field of talent and find out what their nickname was, and I want you to write a blog post about it. Now, part of this exercise is to make you aware of capitalizing proper names, nicknames, and descriptions, and typically someone who's going to be famous. So I want you to choose someone who has a nickname, by the way. So you're going to capitalize a nickname. It's not going to be lowercase. It's going to be, so if he's like known as the great composer, then you capitalize that. But part of the exercise here is also to show, I want you to show to your readers that you understand that there are some famous people that have come before you that have helped pave the way and have helped explain things in your field of talent. And so you're going to be showing respect. You're going to be showing that you know who the big players are by writing a little biography. And by biography, not a long essay, a
maybe
very
how
short
they
point,
got their name.
How they got their name. So, famous one is Babe Ruth, the baseball player. And I actually looked on Wikipedia. Remember, Wikipedia is a great place to go to. And I found out that Babe Ruth, the baseball player, actually was not the only person who had that nickname. It was very common for baseball players back then. But because a lot of people were called Babe because they were newbies. And I'm not sure how you got the word Ruth exactly, but he's called Babe Ruth. And over time, as that expression or nickname dropped from baseball players, he was the only one left with that big nickname.
Oh, interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it was. So if I was somebody into baseball or into sports, I could have written a blog post about that and show that I am familiar with the history of my talent.
And you'll find a lot of bloggers, professional bloggers, they go by the name of their blog rather than their own name. So sometimes maybe somebody that you're following as a blogger is not, you can't even find their first name. You have to go look for it on their About Me page because they go by the name that they've chosen for their blog. So that could be, and then you would capitalize it.
That's right. Exactly. All right, so that's your exercise for today. Is I want you to find someone famous in your field that has a nickname, and I want you to write a little explanation as to how they got that nickname and why they were famous.
Sounds good.
Until next lesson, happy talent journey.